There is the famous saying from Eleanor Roosevelt, do one thing every day that scares you, that I have never lived by before, and yet now I find myself in the environment that I am literally doing something every day that terrifies me. I'm basically taking you on a paseo. That's what I'm doing. Hi, my name is Mary Spender, and welcome to this very special episode of Tuesday Talks. This is all absolutely terrifying, but exciting at the same time, so let me take you on a walk. Some of you may know, I have had the dream of being a singer-songwriter for over 25 years. I'm 31 now, and I started when I was 6 years old, learning to sing, learning violin, piano. I didn't learn the guitar until I was 11, 12. I always get that year wrong. And in my 20s, from the moment I graduated university, although I was gigging throughout university and before that, from the moment I left university, got my degree in classical music, I decided I would not quit until I was a full-time singer-songwriter. Now, that meant that for many years I was supporting myself and supporting my passion. Obviously, it's way more than just a passion, it's way more than a hobby, it's intrinsic to who I am. But one of the things that I couldn't do was travel all that much unless it had a purpose, unless I was traveling to promote my music. To support myself, I worked 9-to-5 jobs, mainly actually as a finance assistant for loads of different companies, including charities and music venues. And they were really good jobs because I could always find work, and I often temped because I probably had commitment issues when it came to actually having a stable job. I just wanted to do music. And luckily, when I was living in Bristol, I found a community of full-time musicians who would gig all the time, 4-hour cover sets. And this community really, really helped me support myself because I'd work the 9-to-5 job Monday to Friday. And then in the evenings, from Friday, Saturday, and then even Sunday afternoon actually, I would gig. And in the summers I'd do weddings. Actually, even in the winters I'd do weddings. But this was my 20s. When I was 26, I decided that I had nothing to lose. I was gonna try and pursue a YouTube career as well. And you know, I started it out long enough in advance that by the time 2020 came around and the whole world shut down, I was a full-time musician on YouTube. Now, this is where the dream had to change, and it hasn't gone away. I still plan on being a touring artist, but at the moment, I actually don't have a booking agent. I don't have an artist manager. I'm lucky enough to have people that help me out with the YouTube side of things, but when it comes to original music, I'm still independent. What I thought for the next year, now that I've gone through the motions of being double vaccinated, being allowed to travel, but obviously to some places more than others, I thought I would come and fulfill a dream that I've had for a while, but always been absolutely too terrified to commit myself to. And that was to learn Spanish. And, well, you'll see, I'm in Spain. And one of the things I need to do whilst in Spain is learn more about the culture of ham. I'm really trying to avoid you guys just seeing a microphone on my face as a huge shadow as I walk basically into the sun. What I'm trying to say is that I never gave myself the opportunity. It's not that I didn't have the opportunity, because if I'd wanted to go and do it when I was younger, I would have gone, like all my friends. They went off for years and travelled, and whether it was spending time in Australia or spending time abroad learning another language. It's just that I had this other thing that I needed to focus on. When I was 26, just before I really committed to the YouTube channel, I had a friend, he owned a business. We went on this big long cycle and he just said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to be a solo artist." So he said, "Go do that. Go do that." So I'm still doing it. But now, this thing in my brain that I want to actually be able to speak another language is very much on my mind and has been for quite some time, and I want to fulfill it. Okay, let's see if I can keep this stream of consciousness going, because going back to the original statement, do one thing every day that scares you. To be honest, I don't think I've put myself under pressure enough in my life. And the last year, it's obviously been incredibly difficult to put yourself under pressure because we haven't been allowed to do anything. As long as we stay safe and aren't too stupid, doing those things that terrify us, but it's not about being so terrified that you don't do it. Blimey, that's an amazing building. It's about finding something that you care so much about that it makes you nervous thinking about it. Because if you're nervous, then you care. And if you care about something, then you really, really have to go ahead and try it, even if it's embarrassing and you fail. The scariest thing is that I was talking about it too much. And actually, I was talking about this idea of a trip too much. And the thing that terrified me most was people asking me, "Oh, so when are you going to do that trip? When are you going to take it?" And me going, "Oh, I decided against it," or "Oh no, finding some excuse and therefore not doing it. So I decided to not think too much about it. I booked the ferry that I drove over on, 24-hour ferry from Portsmouth to Bilbao. I booked it a week before I went. Less than, actually. And my dad gave me the idea because we took the same trip when we were kids. So now, at least, when people ask me, and if you're going through the same thing, stop talking about it. Don't think too much. Within reason. Be safe, obviously. But just go do the thing. This is how all stairs should be painted. That's amazing. I imagine you're probably feeling a little bit seasick right now after all that shaky footage. So, for the most important part of this video, I'm going to set you down, and I just want to say how inspirational you all are, because I know that a lot of you speak other languages, or English isn't your first language, and yet you watch my videos, and I see the comments all the time from all around the world. And I just want to say thank you for your inspiration, because seeing other people learn another language, put themselves out there, it's just mind-blowing. And some of the people I've met this year, they're not English or American, they are from other parts of the world, and understanding what they're doing now by putting myself in their shoes just gives me so much admiration. And doing this applies to music too, because I always say, be the worst musician in the room. That's the best way for you to improve. And right now, I am the worst Spanish speaker in Spain. So, and I'm being self-deprecating because it's so nice to be starting out on this journey, and by learning about this other language and other culture, I'm learning so much about myself. I'm learning about my own language and how I speak and what I do and what I say and how I want to communicate, and then translating that every day. It's exhilarating, and if there's anything that you want to do, just go do it. Life's too short, eh? It's just too short. We just have to try and fail again and fail some more. And yeah, this whole trip so far has just been a real buzz of nerves, of fear, and you guys have just helped me through. On Instagram, I did ask for advice, and quite a lot of you gave me really, really amazing pearls of wisdom. One of my good friends, Beth, said, write in your journal every day, you will be feeling deeply as you explore. Very, very true. And a lot of you said, get a local friend. Well, I've achieved that one. I've achieved both so far, actually. Do you know what? There are so many pearls of wisdom. I'm definitely going to have to save these for another video. Thank you, everyone over on Instagram. Really appreciate your words of advice. Oh, terrible view. Terrible. Just awful. Really hideous. Don't know what the fuss is all about here. Back to being seasick. Sorry in advance. So now, today, the one thing I'm going to do that is very scary, but very positive and exciting, is go for dinner with a Spanish friend who themselves, they speak no English. And yeah, we'll just see how it unfolds. And I just know that that sort of baptism of fire is the best way for me to improve. So do one thing that scares you. Maybe not every day. Maybe not every day. Like, protect your nerves, you know? Protect your soul. Maybe every other day. Let's change the quote. But as always, massive thanks to everyone that's subscribed to this channel. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And I'll be seeing you very, very soon.